To this week's Connect Groups. We're right in the middle of our new September series, which is called Facing Forward. And we just want to be really clear about what we're about as a church. And our vision statement is we are here to help people to find God and follow Jesus. But we're taking those 4 steps into our mission. And that really is to encourage you to know God, to experience God, to have that moment, to find freedom, to discover your purpose and make a difference. Each week we're doing a section, and this week's section that we're asking you to focus on is how you can lead yourself and lead others into finding freedom. In Luke chapter 5, we read the story of the paralytic man who had 4 friends who picked him up, who took him to Jesus, found the crowds in the way, but still pushed through the crowds, climbed the stairs around the building, and sat on the roof and started to dismantle the roof just so that they could get their friends to Jesus. We want to let you think today and encourage you to think, how can I help others to get people to Jesus? There might be your friends, there might be your family. Talk about who those people you can help. What can you do to push through the crowds? What can you do to climb the steps? What can you do to take the blocks away? You might want to spend a few moments talking about what stops people getting to Jesus. And once you know what stops people getting to Jesus, you then can motivate yourself and think of ideas of how you can work around them. You might want to talk about that too. On Sunday, I mentioned quite cheekily that one of the biggest blocks that we have in getting people to Jesus is ourselves. You know, we think of lots of reasons why we haven't got the time, or the inclination, or even the vision or the eyesight of why we can't reach into people. Maybe you want to talk about that, of what it is in yourself that stops you perhaps going, hey, let me take this issue to Jesus. Me and Rachel were talking just the other day about the one thing that pastoral care is different into general care in our society is the fact that we take people's problems and then we put that problem at the feet of Jesus. That's what we want to do as a church. So your family, your friends, your neighbours, we want you to encourage to take them to do that. And we finish really on that message of the NHS. And you see the NHS, you know, we have the critical care units, we have specialist care with our consultants, you know, we have general medical practice, we have triage and assessment, you know, and really I just walk through a very simple system of how we look after our own spiritual health. Number 1, your spiritual health is your responsibility first and foremost. If you want to be good in God, take responsibility. Number 2, you're surrounded by a family. We look after each other's family needs. So do that. Look after each other. In your family, say, how can I help you grow? Sometimes there are problems when you have to go see a GP. You know, he's responsible for your general care. Come to church, start to talk through the things that you're going through. How can you get the help that you need? And then finally, there obviously is a pastoral care team that can offer you specialist care to help. We are here to help you. If there is things that pop up today in your conversations, we would love to hear about them. So make sure you pray today. Pray for each other. Find each other's needs. Carry each other to Jesus in the space that you've got. And we're asking that the presence of God comes right down now in this space, that he touches you, meets your need, and sends you out to make a real difference to bring others to Jesus. Thanks for listening today. Have a really great night.